Continued immorality and foolishness. Samson is an immoral man, and we're going to see him commit sexual immorality yet again with a second woman. And then we'll see him begin with Delilah. Now, we don't know if they were immoral and committed sexual morality. Probably did, in light of how Samson has behaved up to this point. And then we're going to see the absolute foolishness of this strong man, a brute that is a fool. Again, wasted potential that Samson could have had. Samson went to Gaza, and there he saw a prostitute, and he went into her sin. Should not be happening. This is a man of God. And while he is there with the prostitute, an army comes and gathers against him. They surround the place and set an ambush for him all night at the gate of the city. They're standing there right at the gate. They kept quiet all night and said, "Let us wait till morning. When he comes out, we will kill him." So Samson lay till midnight. He gets up at midnight, and he gets up, grabs a hold of that gate, pulls it up, and he runs to the top of the hill. Just a display of great strength. He runs off and he escapes yet again from the Philistines. And after this event, he loved a woman whose name was Delilah. And then the Philistines get together. They tell this woman, they tell Delilah, "Let's seduce him and see where his strength lies." Notice, as Pastor Jake pointed out, Samson loves her, but she is nowhere said to love him. And in fact, even Samson's love for her is not a love that's found in the marriage relationship. It's a fondness. It's an attraction. It's not covenant and commitment on what a marriage needs to be based on. So she agrees for money to seduce Samson and to find out where his strength is. So she says, "Please tell me where your great strength lies and how you might be bound that one could subdue you." Here she is. Here we're going to see Samson becoming the fool. So Samson says, "Here's how it is. You tie me with 7 fresh bowstrings that have not been dried. Then I shall become weak and be like any other men." So the lords of the Philistines brought up to her 7 fresh bowstrings that had not been dried, and she bound him with them. And then she had men lying in ambush in an inner chamber. And she said to Samson, "The Philistines are upon you." And then he snapped the bowstrings, and just as when it touches the fire, and so the Philistines were overcome. So the secret of his strength was not known. So by this point, Samson should have realized what was going on. But Delilah goes to Samson and says, "Behold, you have mocked me and told me lies." The audacity of her to say this. You are trying to get him killed, and you're going to say that he has mocked you. So we think the relationship should be over. How many people stay in a relationship when they should break it? They stay in a dating relationship when it should be over. Perhaps even in an abusive relationship, they're not seeking help like they should. They submit themselves unto the attacks and the situation that's in front of them. How long do we stay too long? And Samson does. He doesn't end the relationship. He stays with it. So she says, "Tell me how you might be bound." And then he tells her a second one. Of course, this will be a lie, as we will see. He says, "If they bind me with new ropes that have not been used, then I shall become weak and shall be like any other man." We have seen the deliverer be immoral, and now we're going to see the deliverer be foolish. Praise the Lord that we have a perfect deliverer, Jesus Christ, who does all things well. I pray that's been a blessing to you, and I'll see you in the next video.